Welcome back.
Welcome back to the show.
I have been holding off. So, how big of a Zelda fan are you, like, realistically? Like, not that big?
Um, I guess we never really talked about this. So I used to have the. Do you remember the whole like huge thing with the gold version N64 Majora's Mask? I had one. I also had when Ocarina of Time came out. Um, I had a first edition which I destroyed just with a move or whatever. And then I've beaten Wind Waker like 5 times or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
I haven't really played many others. Like I played through Twilight Princess, didn't really enjoy it all that much, but I just haven't like because I switched to PC. The only thing I really play are emulators. So I've played most Zelda games up until uh, up. I haven't played Skyward Sword and up.
Mm-hmm.
Jeez.
No, sorry, I was moving my microphone because I was resituating myself because I'm sitting on my feet. Uh,
Yes. You're not gonna. Oh,
yeah, well, it was Tears of the Kingdom is coming out, right, in a couple weeks, and the hype train has left the station. So just interested if how interested you are in that as a whole.
I haven't watched it yet. The, I am a huge fan of Legend of Zelda. The issue is you kind of get the same game over and over again.
Well, Breath of the Wild's pretty different, but
True. Now that said, I have not played Breath of the Wild. I played like maybe 5 hours of Breath of the Wild.
yeah.
Because I don't own it. Nor do I own a Switch.
Right,
So,
okay.
um, so I get that. I hear it's a very good game, but I got nothing. Um, d- okay, so what makes this new game different or better? I guess
Well,
is a better.
yeah, so like Breath of the Tears of the Kingdom, the new game is in the same it's the same map and like same world as Breath of the Wild is. There it's just like it's the sequel, but instead of so the overworld itself is more or less the same. There are some differences, but there's like sky islands now and then caves underneath when in the first game
Mhm.
there really wasn't.
Okay, that's
And
cool.
there's different abilities. So like the first game, you could do ice. You could like make ice cubes on water. You could throw bombs. What are the other ones? You could magnetize things and then freeze things in place. And this one, it's like, hey, do you want to fuse a sword and a shield together? You can. So you can now like parry with a two-handed weapon, or you can put two sticks together to make a really long stick to hit with people with, or and then you could like build vehicles now. There's like a glue ability where you can like make a boat or like a flying contraption.
Out of
Um,
glue?
yeah, it's like a glue ability. You can rewind time. It's called recall, I think is it, but you can recall time. And then yeah, there was a bit of a spike there.
Alrighty.
And then you can recall time, or you can you can I forget what the ability is called, but you like literally like you could go through walls. And if you're in the bottom of a cave and you want to come out the top of a mountain, you like literally can.
I'm intrigued.
Yeah. And then there's other abilities that I don't think they've shown us yet.
Hmm.
Yeah.
I'll have to watch it. I haven't watched any trailers or anything for it. Um,
Yeah.
but I'm down to look into it.
That comes out on the 12th and I will be playing that.
I've been thinking about getting a Switch because I'm on planes
Mhm.
constantly, or I'm camping, and I like download movies for camping. I for some reason every time that I've talked about that, people are like, "What?" And I'm like, "You want to hike for a whole week? No, I'm gonna have a lazy day. I'm gonna sit in a hammock and I'm gonna watch She-Hulk.
Yeah.
Like, I don't give a shit." So I might start. I might look into getting a. I was either that or like a Steam Deck, but I think a
Yeah,
Steam
those
Deck
are
you
cool
need
too.
internet.
I think for some games, I'm not
Yeah.
entirely sure. But
But yeah, I haven't watched any. I'm a fan of Legend of Zelda. Like I like a lot of the game's storylines,
mm,
but overall, like Wind Waker, I think the reason why I like it so much is because it's weird, it's interesting. I like the whole like going to sea But Majora's Mask and Ocarina of Time, I'm gonna get crucified for saying this. I've played them both a lot. They're the same fucking game to me. There's just different instruments. One has a mask and another one has a horn you blow into.
Sure. I mean,
Or
more
a
like
shell, whatever.
Majora's Mask is also a bit more on like a timeline, like you're a little pressed for time, so it causes a bit more stress. Where in Ocarina, you're like, I'm gonna go hit a cow. So
I'm gonna go hit a cow. I'm also going to pull this sword out and then be adult, and then I'm gonna put the sword back in, and then I'll be kid. Yeah, it's like,
Yeah.
You know what games you know what Legend of Zelda games there's one that I really enjoyed, and the rest of them I was like, eh. The ones where you're like 4 different links.
Oh, Minish Cap or Four Swords.
There's another game that's past 4 swords, right?
There's 2 Four Sword games.
Yeah, the one that was like 8-bit, that one was kind of trash to me, but the other one was pretty cool. You know, it'd be sick. I would love this if they did like a sort of Breath of the Wild Legend of Zelda game, but it was 8-bit. I'm a super big fan of 8-bit, but 8-bit is extremely limiting. But if they do like, or even like I think that's why I like Minecraft. It's just like it's literally just giant 8-bit that you can also like build weird tech in. But yeah, I think that'd be cool. It'd also be like kind of unique, you know?
It would. That would be interesting for sure. The reason why Minecraft works is because it's like the first kind in that 3-dimensional 8-bit, 16-bit world type thing where like 3D, where if you try to get too complex, like because Minecraft's beauty is its simplicity, where you can build it's bigger blocks. Where if you try to get too complicated with it, it does the beauty, I guess is the best word. Its simplicity and its charm, I guess, starts to wear off a bit. But,
Sure. I enjoy it, but I do like modding the shit out of Minecraft.
Yep.
Like we have a couple things that we want to do as far as playing Minecraft again, like the zombie one or like the big tech one. But anyways, yes, Legend of Zelda, big fan. I'll check out the new game coming out.
That looks good. I'm excited for it. I really like Breath of the Wild. To me, is a perfect like open world game. Like it's a 10 out of 10 game. It's probably the best open world game there is.
That
it's
is a
terrible,
bold thing to say.
Yeah, it's a terrible Zelda game though. Like there's no dungeons, like for the most part, and it's not structured at all as the same way as a normal Zelda game is. Because in Breath of the Wild, once you get out of the tutorial, you could just be like, I'm gonna go fight Ganon, and you could beat the game if you want to.
Yeah, it's how they speedrun. I've watched that.
Yeah. And the 100% playthroughs are hilarious too. Yeah. Because one of the
you
things
can bomb freeze and then shoot off.
Yeah, BTB is you plant a bomb, you freeze time, you plant another bomb, and the first bomb blows off, and the second one sends you flying. There's some wacky ass shit speedrunners can do now. So, yeah,
pretty cool. I like it.
Yeah,
I like speedrunning.
Yeah. The reason we are here, though, today is April 19th. In the year of our Lord, 2023.
This isn't releasing today, so that's invalid.
Well, the bit is that we just watched the Mandalorian season finale.
That's why we're here. Spoilers.
That's why we're here. Spoilers abound for Mandalorian season finale. I don't know how deep into Star Wars we'll get, but
what'd you think? Let's start there.
I liked it. I thought the big battle sequence was really well done. I did not like the big fight. So spoilers. Last spoiler warning. Spoilers. Moff Gideon. I didn't like the fight between Mando and Moff Gideon, actually.
It was fine.
Yeah.
I mean,
I liked the Mandalorians versus the troopers when they're like all in jetpacks and stuff like that. That was awesome.
Yes, because that seemed like a fight that these are Mandalorians. What it seemed like with Moff Gideon and Din Djarin was like it looked like he was pulling his punches, and it, like because like he's a skilled like bounty hunter and also a Mandalorian. And Moff Gideon, what is his status before he had that suit? Like, was he a warlord? Was he trained in combat, or was he just some politician or an admiral?
He was just
Or admiral.
yeah, he was just in he was just an imperial officer.
I mean, maybe he's skilled, but the fight sequence I could agree with. It was lackluster.
Yeah.
Because it just looked like
You could
Moff
also,
Gideon was just kicking his ass.
yeah, you can also literally hear it, like depending on I guess your setup, but you could literally hear it. It's like it's robotic. They're literally like he has like like part of his suit is that he has I don't know. Fuck, what am I trying to say?
Are you sober?
Yes, I'm sober. I promise.
He has robotics in his suit?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah. Say that next time.
Yeah, that was a hard sentence for me. Sorry.
No, yeah, I'll agree with that. I was not listening with headphones, and because I've been just doing emails and fucking emails. Okay, I'll take that. Din Djarin could get his ass kicked because he's getting hit with a literal like fucking.
Yeah, but it's also funny because you have like the John Wick section before that where he takes out like 10 of them.
Oh yeah,
and then just
for sure.
it gets beat the shit out of by one guy. So you know.
Yeah, I'm glad that I knew that we predicted this. I'm glad that Droid Grogu is no longer a fucking thing. Now it's Dinge Grogu. Fuck, that was really hard for me to say.
Din Grogu.
Yeah. I am still sus about the armor.
What armor?
The armor lady.
Oh, the armor. Maybe that because like Mandalore's a thing again, and they're like rebuilding the planet. That Night Watch might show back up, but I'm not super sure.
We'll have to see, I guess.
Yeah.
We'll have to wait a fucking year.
Yeah.
I don't give a shit about that droid anymore. Like, oh, Navarro has a new like Guardian.
IG
Sick.
IG-11. Yeah.
There's literally a planet that has battle droids that are reprogrammed and still have their weaponry attached to them. Why aren't we using those?
Yeah, there was some of the writing and some of the setup for the season as overall was kind of weird. Like IG-11, it was like, hey, I need this droid to do a thing. Well, you can't have him. It's like, okay, that's it. We're done. We don't need him to come back. And having Grogu, IG Grogu, and then IG-12 is just kind of a weird, like, hey, we set it up, so we got to pay it off type thing. So,
you know what I was really hoping for, and I was disappointed that it didn't happen. So I'm glad that Grogu was like actually participating, and he wasn't just like the whole time. But I really wanted Grogu to force choke someone. Dude, if I would have saw that and he just lifted someone, I'd have been like, kill him.
kill him.
Take his life.
Yeah. No, the Grogu shenanigans were fine for the most part. I agree. What do you think about the Darksaber being broken?
I think that's horseshit.
I think it will be a plot line for season 4 and how Mando and Ahsoka team back up again. Is that he's going to put the task to find a way to repair it. Or Bo-Katan, somebody's going to, and Ahsoka are going to team up. And it's going to be like, oh, we got to fix the Darksaber. And then...
That's a good... that'd be cool. That'd be fun. I really hope that, Ahsoka, they do that storyline, and they're like, yo, I know this guy. He ain't got no hands. But he knows he could probably fix it. And I'll be like, I know a guy with no hands.
A guy with no hands.
But it was, I just thought it was interesting. Like, they overpowered Moff Gideon, which is fine. But I don't know. It was just really weird. It's like, how is he getting the funding, but no one knows that he's alive? And so he's making all this Beskar armor. Like, who's the? I think I'm reading way too into this because it's like, yeah, I don't know. I think I might need to just like do a little bit more research. I'm fresh out of this episode.
Mm-hmm.
Like I watched it, and like an hour later, we're doing this.
Yeah.
Another thing that I really did not like. I want to see what the director said when he went to the guy that plays Moff Gideon. He was like, "Hey, on the scene where you're gonna get lit on fire, just do this." Okay, okay,
Okay.
got it.
Dope.
Got
Thanks.
it. You got it. And then he did it, and I was like, "Wow, that's trash." I want to, dude. I understand that Star Wars is supposed to be like kind of for kids, but also, Din Djarin did kill one of those troopers in the throat with a knife.
Yeah, he definitely did.
I want. Oh, dude, I hated that. The scene where Moff Gideon dies makes it seem like maybe he's not dead. But if he's not dead, great. If he is dead, that's a dumbass way to die. You're a trash character. Don't just sit there. You have a fucking suit on.
Yeah, I know.
Well, you got all these like arms, but you ain't got nothing in your legs. No leg day with robotics.
Yeah.
Crazy.
And it's kind of weird as well. The weird like setup with the armor and with Axe Wolf or whatever his name is. And, like nothing really paying off with them. Like, oh, we made you think they were gonna turn, but they're actually still good guys. It was just kind of weird.
Yeah. The writing was a little weird. Maybe they're gonna use that, but we'll just have to see.
Yeah, we'll see.
What else? Oh, the cloning thing. I have a weird thing. Like, who's the fucking guy from The Force Awakens?
Snoke.
Is it confirmed he's a failed Palpatine product experiment?
I'll have to look into it. We
'Cause
said
it
it
could
a
be-
couple weeks ago.
Yeah, I don't want to say anything, and then it could be Moff Gideon, but also I don't want to be I don't want anyone in the comic section to be like, "You're a fucking idiot."
Fucking nerd.
Clearly not, because I got it wrong.
Yeah, I don't know. I know that the cloning stuff that they were talking about during the Shadow Legion meeting or whatever they're called, Project Resurrection or whatever it was, is linked to Snoke and him being Snoke coming about. But
Because he did, he was trying to fuse the Force, the Force into his clones. It could be, it could be a Moff Gideon failed clone that, well, not even failed, I guess, because he got the Force.
maybe
And started training someone.
Yeah, I don't know, but yeah, I think these pieces will slowly start coming together. There are other Force-sensitive people out there. Ahsoka, Ezra is running around somewhere, so maybe with Thrawn's introduction into Ahsoka, that we might start seeing those pieces start coming together. We also have Skeleton Crew, which is a show that's going to be taking place in that same timeline, and I don't know a lot about it.
We should, whenever they start leaking some stuff or like spoiling or whatever, we can look into it and then throw it into an episode. I mean, realistically, like we need to like, we'll deal with that later. But as far as the rest of this episode, like, I did enjoy the Mandalorian like battle. Like that was cool. I enjoyed that. I was unaware that Mandalorians can just jet back into space. That's an interesting little. I was like, what is this boy doing?
Yeah, I know. It's
He's literally just flying.
space.
How much fuel you think that thing has? Enough, I guess.
Enough, but barely.
So you know the size of Star Destroyers, right?
Mm-hmm.
They can't be close to orbit, right? Because they're huge. So they're pretty far in space, like outside of. I think they could be like actually in the orbits where it's like rotating with the planet. But still, that's a long way.
Yeah, and
that boy jetpacked.
It's not the full size of a Star Destroyer, but yeah, it's not a
boy jetpacked.
Yeah, it's not a full Star. It was a capital ship or whatever. But
I would have believed it more if you Ubered. You know what I'm saying?
Let me get an Uber real quick. Sorry, guys.
How'd you get over here at American Airlines?
Delta.
Excuse me. Southwest, like whatever.
Spirit. It
but
was the only flight available.
yeah, yeah. I had to go to Love Field. It was crazy. Uh, but that was fine. I mean, that was fine. Them crashing the Star Destroyer, that was cool. Him surviving was interesting. I enjoyed that because I was like, if they're gonna kill both of the like hosses from the like brawl, that's a little weird.
Mm-hmm.
So I enjoyed that he survived. I think that the way that he survived is horse shit. Dude, could you, if I did that exact same thing, I'd do it, right? And then I like fly out the window, immediately hit one of the fucking wings.
Oh, yeah.
I did it.
Yeah.
Fuck. Dude, ass.
Yeah. I think it was a fine way to close out the story they were telling of these past 3 seasons. And I guess kind of set up some stuff going forward, but
Could I say one more thing about the battle?
yeah.
One thing that gave me like, dare I say, mommy energy is the armorer just killing shit with a hammer.
Wonk, wonk, wonk. Yeah.
It's like, holy shit! Are you the penguin from Kirby? Dude, yeah, I thought that shit was dope. I was like, dude, everyone's throwing blasters around, and you're just out here fucking.
Yeah. Yeah,
I mean, she works on the fucking armor, so I get it. But also, it was just so cool. I loved it.
There was a few scenes in that like showdown where I was like, man, this could have been in the Clone Wars. You know, I was just like, wow,
Which
this is
is
really well
good.
done. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. The battle was great.
Yeah.
The 1v1 was ass.
Yeah.
I did not like it.
I didn't like it. And the Royal Guard showing back up and just being weirdos was also annoying.
Just super random. Also, like, what was the budget like? Because Moff Gideon got a bunch of robotics. No one else got robotics.
Yeah, I know.
What was the payroll look like? Give me the statistics and give me the analytics, and then we'll work out next time you try to rule. Because you're not dead. If you died like that, you're trash. So you're not dead. Moff Gideon's not dead.
I don't think he's dead.
But they need to up the budget for robotics with their troopers. Why do you? He keeps losing all the time. Why? Because you're cutting the budget. You're cutting. You can't do it.
Trickle down.
Too many
economics
layoffs.
just
You
don't
know.
work. Yeah.
Yeah, dude. Take one trip with me to Silicon Valley. We'll have you an army. You know. Anyways.
So with that,
I think that's it, right?
yeah. What would you
There
rate
wasn't
the season?
So I would rate the whole season, honestly, 6.
Yeah.
Maybe 5. Dude, that episode with I'm a big fan of Lizzo. I'm a big fan of Jack Black. I'm not a big fan of them in Star Wars.
Yes.
Like they did okay. They did well, but it was just like that episode was fucking weird and kind of pointless to me.
Yes.
Versus like look at season 1, all of it was sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt.
No,
But
you're
all of it was like no fillers. It was sick. Granted, they were setting up an entire like setting for Din Djarin. And then second season we got Luke, we got Darksaber, we got crazy weird fucking robots. It was so good. And then this one was like, yeah, it's fine. 6 out of 10.
Yeah, it was fine. No, like I guess in an attempt to stop with the big reveals, it was here's a big battle. But
Fair.
yeah, overall I didn't mind it. It could have been better. Yeah, I would give the season about a 6 out of 10. I think it's the weakest of the 3 seasons, but
Yeah. I mean, yeah, because I mean, I feel like, as we said before, they're setting up for something bigger, and so I think, yeah, they're gonna have to like, I don't know, they just started slipping shit in, and then some things just felt irrelevant, other things seemed unexplained. So I'm like hoping that all of those little puzzle pieces go together with another one, and kind of like a bunch of shit that was like open ended, and then She-Hulk. A lot of that was tied together. I hope it's kind of like that, where things get explained. Because if not, I enjoyed the battle. And I enjoy that they're back in Mandalore. But other than that, I didn't really care for the last episode.
no, yeah, for sure. the entire season could have been done in like 4 episodes, like very realistically. So it's kind of
I could agree with that.
yeah.
And an after credit scene.
hmm
That'd be sick.
I was hoping for an after credit scene, but there was not one. So, but
Yeah. Yeah. But yeah, 6 out of 10. I mean, I'm still a very big fan of this series.
Mhm.
You know, if it was like a 4, I'd be like, all right, I'm probably not going to watch this season. But
no, I'm
whatever.
excited. I'm excited. Ahsoka is the next show up, I believe, in the fall.
As far as Star Wars or just Disney in general?
Star Wars Secret Invasion
Okay.
is the next like Disney Plus show,
Okay, cool.
which we'll
Cool,
get
yeah.
into that.
Yeah. Ahsoka, I'm super excited for. One, because I love that actress, but
Mhm.
two, Ahsoka, I loved Ahsoka. I was hoping Ahsoka went gray, but she never did.
Well, Grey Jedi don't exist technically in this canon at the moment, so.
Qui-Gon Jinn was gray.
In Legends.
Well, yeah, but they're also talking about Revan, and Revan's in Legends.
Yeah, but what I'm
This
saying,
is Disney.
what I'm saying is per Disney. We're not getting into this. This is a Mandalorian.
Yeah,
so,
yeah. We're supposed to make a short episode. God,
20 minutes
damn
in,
it.
26 minutes in. But yeah, so that's our review. We wanted to get it out there, give our opinions. You know, boom, you got it. So if you like our
Yeah.
content, if you're watching us on YouTube, throw us a like. If you are listening to the podcast, roll up on the YouTube. Follow us on Instagram at the Magic of Coffee. That is the correct name, right?
Jesus Christ. Yes.
Okay, good.
I might need to start doing the fucking outros.
But yeah, so thanks for listening and enjoy your evenings, mornings, afternoons, and lunches.